Have you ever felt that life is chaotic? That no matter what you do, something always goes wrong? That feeling of helplessness, when the world seems to push against you, is something everyone experiences. But what if there was a way to find peace no matter what happens around you? That is exactly what the ancient philosopher Epictetus taught us. Think about this for a moment. How much of your stress comes from things you can control, and how much comes from things you cannot control? Pause, reflect, really feel the difference. Epictetus was born as a slave, yet he became one of the most profound teachers of Stoicism. Imagine that. A man with no freedom, no wealth, and limited rights, discovering the key to mental freedom that even kings and emperors could not grasp. He realized that even if you cannot control your circumstances, you can always control your mind, your thoughts, and your reactions. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. Someone cuts you off, honks, and speeds past. You feel your blood pressure rising. Here's the question. Can you control what the other driver does? No. But can you control how you react? Absolutely. You can choose frustration, anger, or calm acceptance. This is not just philosophy. It's a practical skill for everyday life. Epictetus taught what he called the dichotomy of control. There are things we can control: our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions. And there are things we cannot control: other people, accidents, the weather, the past, even the future. Understanding this distinction is the first step to real freedom. Let's imagine a modern example. A coworker takes credit for your work. You feel hurt, frustrated, maybe angry. Ask yourself, can I control their behavior? No. Can I control my reaction, my emotions, and the way I respond? Yes. By focusing on what you can control, you regain your power and your peace of mind. Now, think bigger. Life throws textly, losing a job, a breakup, a serious illness, financial struggles. We cannot control these external events, but we can control our attitude. We can face them with courage, resilience, and calm, or with fear, anger, and despair. Epictetus would tell us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Imagine losing something you love. This may sound scary, but Epictetus encouraged a practice called negative visualization. By imagining loss, we prepare ourselves mentally, strengthen our gratitude, and appreciate what we have. Picture it. You wake up tomorrow without the things or people you hold dear. At first, your heart aches, but slowly you realize, today, everything is still here. That realization gives you power over fear. That's the Stoic mindset. Epictetus also emphasized daily reflection. Each morning, remind yourself, today I will encounter people who lie, cheat, or frustrate me. I cannot control them, but I seem small. But over time, it transforms your inner life. You stop being a slave to circumstances. You start being the master of your mind. Let's make it personal. What is one thing in your life you obsess over that you cannot control? Perhaps someone's opinion, a past mistake, or a future outcome. Imagine letting it go. How would it feel? Relief? Freedom? Peace. That is the gift Epictetus offers. Control over yourself, not over the world. Even today, this wisdom works. Social media trolls? You cannot control their words, but you can control your reaction. Traffic jams? You cannot control the cars, but you can control your patience. Job stress? You cannot control every decision at work, but you can control your effort, attitude, and focus. Here's a story. A man lost his job unexpectedly. Instead of panicking, he remembered Epictetus's lesson. He could not control jobs. Within months, he found a new position, better than the one he lost. This is not luck. It's stoicism in action. And now, a question for you. If you could take one lesson from Epictetus and apply it today, what would it be? Pause. Reflect. Remember, happiness is not about having everything you want. It's about wanting what you have and mastering your own mind. Today, ask yourself, what can I control and what can I let go? This simple question is the doorway to inner peace, freedom, and a life truly your own.